Hello everyone, and welcome back to Stories, where we have actually managed to get pretty far along in this story, and now we have to get to our ship, because it's been seized by the Emperor's fleet. So that's fun. Our health is not too great, but hopefully we can turn that around. Alright, shall we go? Something over there looks interesting. What is that? Kind of want to go this way, not through the secret path. We have no reason to use the altar, unfortunately. But we can get this chest, even though there's not too much point.
I should buy shares in the company that grows these fruits, thought Renato.
I mean, the health is useful, so I guess my statement's not entirely correct. Okay. Let's make sure we break all the ice sculptures first. There we go.
Zenobia was in no shape to fight, but he never fought so well. He wasn't fighting for money or loot or a cause. He was fighting for her, for them. His sword danced, his feet flew, and the ravens recoiled from his ferocity.
Alright, more health. I'm all about health. This place gives me bad memories of the times we died here. I don't like the fleet. I didn't want to really hit the flag, but yeah, there we go. Nearly full health. We're missing one health point, which probably in the big scheme of things.
There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons with an address.
That's interesting. I don't know what Balaleka is. Is it like a form of martial art? Dance? Something else? Alrighty. Okay, we got rid of the annoying shielded ones. Shielded it is now a word, because I have decided that it is. Oh, you can just throw them off the edges. I'd always suspected it, but this is the first time we've seen it for sure. I feel like we haven't been here. But maybe we have, I don't know. We're going in anyway.
Ah, the road less traveled, thought Renato. How intriguing.
More health, even though I don't need it. A story. I feel like we have not seen this before. Fight, protect, succeed. Never forget what you're fighting for. The Empire brings peace, prosperity, and stability to the islands. Before my grandfather brought unity, it was each animal for himself. The strong would eat the weak, as that was the only law. The rebels would destroy our great empire. They spread lies about justice and equality and pretend that power can be shared. But justice and equality can only be achieved through an iron hand, to harshly punish crime until there is no more crime, to control everyone's wealth until there is no more greed, to crush every voice of dissent until there is harmony. These principles are the pillars that I have set out for the Empire. The alternative is to return to barbarity. You must fight for your empire, you must protect its values, you are first and last in line of defense against the darkness, you cannot fail. Well, okay, so they certainly don't seem to like us. I mean, there's really no point, because I don't need these things. How does, oh. So I feel like, how does one get across here? So there's obviously a point on that ship that I need to cling on to. Let's just try and find it this time. Jesus. Okay, there it is. So it's gotten a little bit more difficult this time around. I don't mind it, because, I mean, it's different at least. Can I really not reach that? What am I supposed to do? I'm very confused. So like that one's gone away now, but like I can't reach. I'm very confused. Because this just blocks it. This is like the closest I can get to it. You can't reach it. What am I supposed to do here? Do I need to like turn these around somehow? I don't really have the ability to. What am I supposed to do? Usually there's like a point at which you want to stand on. I don't know what I want. What? Okay. I don't want to have to do this, but I feel like we need to reload that because I think we missed our only chance to get on the next ship. You just got to get there like immediately. Oh boy. Oh, I don't like this, not one bit. Hopefully we can figure it out though. Hopefully we can just get there fast enough so that we can grab on. It seems really, really dumb to just have a point where you can't continue though. Yeah, it puts us like all the way back
The
here.
Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
Okay. I don't like that this has happened, but there's nothing I can do about it. So we just gotta move forward with it. Alright. I think we're gonna go this way this time. Maybe it'll change something. I don't really have that high of hopes for it, but you never know.
Or I could go that way, he thought.
Okay. I mean, we might lose out on the chance to get that chest altogether, but hey, if it means we can continue in the game, I'm all for it. Let's get some health. Because yeah, normally it doesn't just let you, you know, stagnate. It's like, oh, you're close enough, but nope. Last time it was just like, nah, man, you're screwed. So is this just gonna bring us back? No.
And there it was, his beautiful skycraft.
This is new.
The Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed, beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon. He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
Okay. So we got somewhere new. And I am A-okay with this. There we go. So just don't go the normal way. You have to have the void sword or else you're screwed. It seems. So good thing we built that. I'm sure that was just like a one-time glitch. Like, I feel like the developers, you know, they play tested the game pretty thoroughly. That would be normal.
This is quite the view.
Oh, really? I was really hoping to kill you before you unfroze. But we didn't quite make it, but that's okay. So we're getting pretty far. And just avoid all the cannonballs as we do. So we're going to the mystical island of Avalon, but like, what about everybody else? It kind of seems like they're giving up. Like they're just like, we don't need to go like do anything. Oh, I see you. You don't get to choose here. I always thought you did. You either get one path or you get the other. You don't get both. I feel like, you know, if you were in control of these platforms, you just like make sure that the enemy like never reaches you. Just be like, flip it over. out, though. Oh, I thought you were the explodey kind. You're not. You are. Okay, wow, like, this is pretty intense. I think this might be, like, kind of a final battle type thing. Okay, let's actually freeze them and kill them all. So we didn't do that perfectly, but I am not that surprised. Yep, this was kind of a final battle.
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Bernardo turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Farspeaker croaked, "Return her and live!" "Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Bernardo. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship,
That's the Emperor.
The Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was the core. A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Bernardo zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfair out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash.
His ship
The
is
air was
broken.
searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war. "Avalon, here we come," he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. "Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together," she said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Bernardo and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell.
So there's your true ending, guys. I'm pretty sure that's
He'd
the only
done it.
happy one.
He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it, but he knew what he would do.
Wait, what?
Bernardo smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Bernardo owed him and his mother so much. Bernardo lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
But there are so many endings we didn't find. I mean, we probably die in all of them, would be my guess. There's probably no other ending where you survive. Alright, but that was a wonderful game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I do wonder, can we continue though? Or is it just over now? Because we can still look at the... Oh, the Truth Finder will help you find paths that lead you to truths you have not yet found. Look for this icon when making choices in the book. The option can be toggled. So it looks like we can still play. So that way you can just make sure.
Over the Isles of Boreas.
Yep, so it's the start again.
It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Bernardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Bernardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
So we have our options here, and you can always view your stories. So I think we're going to go to the Iblis stone, and we're going to let it corrupt us, because we haven't done that yet.
No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis Stone. It would whisper promises in his ear, offer him power for blood. But this time, Bernardo was sure he could master it. And so, Bernardo went ostrich hunting.
So the first time we went to the Sky Ripper and we cleansed the stone, the Iblis Stone, or something of the like, something like that. There is a path where we let it corrupt us and we go to kill Zenobia.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
Guys, why is the Sky Ripper with us? I don't know why it's here, but we'll have to find out about that next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed finding the true end to this game. I think I'm going to keep playing it, find out some more of the endings. I don't know if I'll find all of them, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and as always, I'm the Purple Pegasus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!